Hey guys, welcome back to ED Figure Unboxing. If you're finding me for the first time, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the future content. And in this video, we're going to take a look at Figma number 359, Guts, the Black Swordsman version, and this is the repaint edition from Berserk. And honestly, I don't know too much about Berserk. I know it's a really good series, but I just never got into it. But anyways, here is the left of the box, here is the right of the box, and here is the back of the box. And obviously, this is a repainted version, so if you miss out on the first one, it's a really good time to pick it up. But anyways, let's bust this thing open and see what we got. Alright, and here we have the figure still in the air in the packaging, and he's got a really cool Buster Sword, and let's check out the figure itself. Alright, so here we have the figure itself, and as expected from Max Factory, the figure is beautifully done. The sculpt is nice, the paintwork is clean, and it's got tons of shading. And let's take a closer look at the figure. I love the attention to detail. You can see his scars, his veins, and everything looks very good. We even got some real chains. And here is the back of the figure. Here's where you store the sword. Very cool. Anyways, let's check out the articulation. And for the articulation, let's quickly go over it from the neck down. You can look up about this much, look down about this much, and you can turn his head no problem. And his shoulder is on a standard ball joint. You can raise his arm up about this much, and his shoulder pad is on a softened material, so it won't really hinder your articulation too much. And you do have a shoulder swivel, a little bit of bicep and forearm swivel through the Figma joint. And you can curl about this much. And unfortunately, we don't have a ball wrist this time around, and we have the older hinge design. But honestly, I think this might be better for this specific character though, because the Buster Sword is really heavy. I don't think a ball wrist can handle the weight. And for the ab crunch, you can bend forward about this much, which is not a lot, and backwards about this much. Some side-to-side movement. And for the leg, you can kick up about this high, bend about this much. Some side-to-side pivot, and no toe hinge. So in terms of articulation, it is a little bit outdated, but it is what it is. This is a really old figure, repainted. So yeah, I think the figure ages pretty well. Still a great figure. Anyways, I believe that's it for the articulation, and let's check out the accessories. And for the accessories, we can start with the default head, and obviously it looks really good. Max Factory is arguably the best when it comes to anime head sculpt. And next up, we get a more angry expression, and I think this one is even better than the default one. It looks really good. And for the interchangeable hands, first off, we get a pair of display open hands, and they are very nicely painted and sculpted. I like all this battle damage and dirt. And then we do get one left hand for the cannon. And next up, we get a pair of hands to hold the Buster Sword, and the sword is very nicely painted and sculpted, of course. And all you have to do is just take this off, slide it onto his hands, and let's try to assemble this. And here I have Guts assembled with the Buster Sword, and it looks really good. And the last pair of hands we get is a sword holding hands that's like slightly angled like that, and it looks really good. I really like this. And of course, you can store the sword behind his back by using the chains and the hooks over here. And just like so. Just make sure you line that up. This is a little bit hard to do on camera. Okay, there you go. And yeah, I really like this feature. It looks really good. And lastly, we have his cape. Very interesting material. Kind of feels like paper, but not really. And let's try to assemble this. Alright, so here I have Guts assembled with a cape, and it looks pretty decent, but honestly, I don't think you can mess around with it too much. And I think mine's like super glued a certain way that I can't really maneuver it, so it's kind of weird. But anyways, I believe that's it for the accessories, and let's check out some action poses. Anyways, that was just some quick posing, and I hope you guys enjoyed them. And after playing around with it, the figure has really grown on me. Very fun to play with. Who doesn't like a character with a huge Buster Sword? Very cool. But anyways, let's jump straight into the size comparison. And for the size comparison, let us start with the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball figures. And as you guys can see, even though Figma is non-scale, but Guts is actually pretty tall for a Figma figure, so that's pretty cool. Even though he should be a lot taller, but I think it's pretty good already. And next up, we have some SH Figuarts Naruto figures, and I can't wait to get Jiraiya next few weeks. And then we have some American IP SH Figuarts. some SH Figma Street Fighters figures, and they just announced Ken and Sakura today. I can't wait to get those. And then we have some Mesco 112 collective figures. And lastly, we have some recent Figma figures, and let's jump straight into the final thoughts. Alright, so for the final thoughts, I think the figure is amazing and I do highly recommend it. And I honestly don't know too much about Berserk, but I'm having a lot of fun with this figure. Very fun to play with. Beautiful paintwork, amazing sculpt, and all that good jazz. And there must be a good reason why the original release was so expensive for the longest time. This figure is awesome. And the last time I checked on Ami, he has a 1 per person policy. So if you really want this figure, you gotta move fast, because the aftermarket is not gonna be pretty. But anyways, I think that's it from me. Do let me know in the comments on what you think. And this is Eric. Don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!